This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
I feel like I've heard you say that 800 times.
Whoa.
It's episode 800.
We probably should have organised
Yeah,
something.
I sort of thought you would have something like a
Honestly.
party horn or something there.
800 shows in.
Well,
Nova,
the
you'd
thing
think you'd be
is,
onto
it's
it.
one of those ones we might have to get the historians in because it's like 800, like, yeah.
800 at Nova, but when we started...
No, not even really because...
No, but yeah, because we were doing weekly at the start when we started at Nova. There
yeah.
was weekly ones, so it's not even 800 shows, because then we went to daily.
I would say it's 800 since I've started numbering them, which is
Yeah.
even after
And then
the...
does the numbering include like off-air pods,
No,
No.
no
bonus
way.
bits?
No way. So we'd be well into the thousands.
Does it, obviously, that would include Christmas shows.
No.
So it does include Christmas shows.
So this is...
Also, there'd be
Honestly, I
episodes
don't
that
really know
week.
what this is.
800 shows at Nova.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No,
It's not.
It's
because
not.
we did weeklies at the start, as you said.
No, and that's
So
what I'm saying. But like, if we're going by the numbers, it's
Yeah,
like
but
800
I-
shows at Nova, but it's not.
I also
Yeah.
semi-cooked it a bit, like where I miscounted a few times.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's also episodes
Because
where
there's
like...
human error, because I'm like, what was it at the end of last week? Yeah,
No,
798.
I always
or-
double checked when I was uploading them when I was
Okay.
doing
Yeah,
that.
but
I
they-
always cross-checked
mistakes can be
Human
made.
error.
Oh,
You know,
totally.
we're
but
only human.
I usually safety netted your numbering.
And
Okay.
And your spelling and your grammar and your punctuation. And
If
all the
Well, I
rest.
there's
couldn't
like-
imagine there would have been many mistakes
Oh my
there.
God, it was so bad.
if there's episodes where there's stuff in there that can't go to air anymore, like there's been a few of those. Where
Yes,
they
there's been a
get
few
pulled
pulled.
down.
There's been a few pulled,
yes.
for
So
sure.
I don't know if that messes with the total numbers.
For the occasional code breach.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So there's a lot of room
offending.
for error.
I thought, even yesterday having a fugitive on the run on the show, I thought that would have been a dicey one. But as it turns out, Ricky Nixon was right. The cops made a mistake.
And we
So-
got multiple articles and stuff written
Yes.
about it as well.
Yeah,
so
that was
total
good.
opposite.
Today's show was fun. Make sure you listen out for Belle's journal reading. It's the first thing you'll hear, actually. But
Is it?
oh my God,
Oh.
there's some crackers in there. Enjoy.
I don't have party blower, but what about this?
Some things never change 800 eps in.
Loved hearing the callers yesterday. People talking about their parents embarrassingly reading their childhood diaries. Belle, you mentioned you still had yours, so you went back to your mum's. You picked it up yesterday. You've brought it in. It's one of the Girl Tech password coded diaries.
Yep.
Do you remember the voice code for it?
I do. Because I sat there yesterday and I was looking at it, and because you have to verbally say the password, and then it lets you in.
You'd have to sound like your 10-year-old self as well.
Yeah, so
the
that's the thing. Because I was like, oh no, it's not going to sound the same. It took a few tries, and then it worked.
Okay.
So
Could you open it up for us? But now everyone's going to need a password. Should
Well-
we block our ears?
Yeah, Belle,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
I'm gonna block my ears. Wink,
okay.
wink.
All right, hang on.
Your password, please.
Cool princess.
Password accepted.
Oh,
That is awesome. Oh, wow.
So this is the inside.
You cannot write this stuff. It's all Belle's favourite things. So there's a photo of Hamish and Andy there, cut from a magazine, classic.
Yep.
You got some stickers. Is that your guinea pig there?
Yes, that is my guinea pig that I had at the time.
What was-
got a picture of
what was
it.
their name?
Fire Eyes. Had red eyes.
what
It's
happened
an
to-
albino guinea pig.
What happened to Fire Eyes?
Died. Obviously,
Oh,
it's
sad.
like
that'd
10
be
years.
that'd be a sad entry.
I
20 years
love
ago.
that you've got you've got a label maker at some point, and you've put
Oh.
cool and princess on the front.
Yeah.
And I believe there's a photo of you. How old are you in that photo? With the
I
black boots
was
on.
10.
You've got like a faux leather jacket on.
Mm-hmm.
And then does your shirt say "Love is a battlefield"?
Yep. I knew a lot
Deep,
about
man.
that at the time.
And you're
Deep.
holding a netball.
Yeah, but I've got black leather boots on with a mini skirt, so I was pretty fashionable.
If you want to see Belle's diary, you can check it out on the Ben Lehman Bell Instagram page. There's a photo up there. Could we get the first entry? Like, where do these entries start?
So it started. I got the diary Christmas 2004, so I was in year 4,
Going back.
and I was 10 years old at that point, and it goes all the way until the end of year 8.
So
It's
that's
a
a lot.
critical time in
And
my
is
life.
that, are you doing entries every day or when you've just had an eventful day sort of thing?
There's a few times where I come back and I go, oh, hey, diary, it's been a while.
Yeah,
and it's
okay.
been like 6 months or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, what's happened? And then I kind of do a quick
A bit of a
101.
summary.
Okay, so
a bit of a summary.
first
Here
entry
we go. Let's get in the spirit here.
Okay, so Saturday, December 25th, 2004,
Wow.
titled Christmas. Well, hey, diary, Today is Christmas Day, and I just learnt how to work this, and this has been the best Christmas present yet. I also received a notepad, a tea set, a pajama bag, a book, an origami book, and of course this. The end.
Whoa.
So we're starting basic, all right? It's pretty year 4.
I get to the juicy stuff. Get to the stuff in there that we want to hear.
Also, just side note, like, I remember also getting pajamas for Christmas every year. It feels like a filler gift, doesn't it?
Okay, juicy stuff, 2005, that would be. So fast forward, February 2005. Just so you know, I had a massive crush on a boy at this
Josh?
point.
Was it Josh?
Yes, but I changed his name. But I guess we'll stick with that then. Okay, February 26, 2005. Hey, diary. Today I went to the working bee at school. Then I went to dancing. And then Sam took me to her house and we hired a DVD. It was titled Kath and Kim.
Oh,
that's peak. Look at me.
Which, I mean, we're year 5. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Yesterday, Jack found out that I liked him. And I do, and now he knows, but he says he doesn't like me, but I know he does. And Em and Rosie and Sam say he does, and I think he does, but I know that I like him anyway. Anyway, that's all for today. See ya.
Complicated love. Complicated.
But then a few months
So
later...
why were you so sure that he liked you?
I have no idea. And trust me...
I
it's
know
like-
he does. He keeps saying he doesn't, but he definitely
He
does.
says he hates me, but it's
So,
fine.
2005, do you know roughly what year you would have been in?
2005, we're talking year 5.
Year 5,
Yeah.
okay.
So I was 11 now.
Yep.
So fast forward a few entries and I've got, hey there, diary. Today at school in performing arts, we did the Strip the Willow dance. And guess who was the only pair left? Em and me. And who's in my class? Jack.
Whoa.
And who was on my side? Jack. But he was sitting down. And when I went over to him, he stood up because it was our turn. But then the song finished. I was so close. I'm so sad. Oh well, it'll happen one day, I swear. The end.
I don't want to like spoil the book, but did it ever happen?
Do you want me to?
I
I was
don't know.
11, dude.
No, but I mean, like, did you hold
Yeah, did
hands?
you ever
Like,
get
yeah.
together?
Did you, were you like boyfriend and girlfriend, but like for our 11-year-olds?
Yeah.
You know.
So, yes. Yeah.
Wow.
See, this is the thing, right? Shoot your shot, even if they say,
Belle
no, I have
and
no
Jack
interest.
sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in the carriage. It's been a while since I've done that, but I'm glad I still remember.
Yeah, felt good.
Well, there you go. Belle's diary.
I would love to get some more entries like across the week. Can we keep the diary here? Would you be okay with that? Because I feel like there's a lot more to unpack. I mean, we're only
Yeah.
just sort of getting to the start of 2005. You said you were writing well into 2008. I want to get into that teen angst, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, there's like, so like I said, yeah, end of 2008, end of year 8. I go into high school, like it's this whole thing. I graduate from primary school.
This could be a new segment,
Yeah.
like
Just
the
quickly-
readings of Belle's diary.
I've just also I was just about to close it, and then I saw the word plastic bag, and I was like, "What's this?" It said, hey, this is like the next page. Hey, diary. Today I did my speech on plastic bags and why they shouldn't exist. I didn't do my best though because we were being recorded. Oh, some more news. Fire Eyes died today. It was really sad.
Oh.
Anyway,
Is it a hamster?
that was my kitty.
Probably
my
because no,
God.
that's fair. Like you probably didn't do your best speech on why plastic bags. Because I can remember there was a real push for canvas bags that around at that time.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, how are you expected to do your best if Fire Eyes is laying dead at
Yeah,
home? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His body's still warm.
All right, I'm going to close it now.
Yeah, we'll get more readings from the diary sometime this week. Nova 100, that is Olivia Rodrigo. And if you would like to go see Taylor Swift at the MCG in a corporate box, then you better call us right now, 13 24 10.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Kieran and Langwarren, how you doing?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad at all, mate. First time playing the 16 quiz.
No, I think I've had a crack at it before.
Oh, okay, how'd you go?
No good.
All right, well, here we go. Here is your chance at redemption. Question 1. The US pizza restaurant chain Chuck E. Cheese is coming to Australia. What does the pizza quattro formaggi mean in English?
Nah, never got that one.
No.
You've never ordered a Quattro Formaggi before, Kinnan. Well, try again tomorrow, mate. 13 24 10. You're always welcome.
You're in the draw anyway for the T-Swift tickets.
Yeah, that's it. Matt and Donvale, do you know what Quattro Formaggi means in English?
I think it's 4 cheeses.
It is.
Can I also
Jesus.
say, I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese, but it doesn't seem like the kind of establishment that would be doing a Quattro Formaggi.
No.
It would just be like super cheesy bacon crunch or
ultimate
something.
deluxe deep pan
Yeah,
cheese.
yeah, cheese,
pig
cheese,
pizza. Yeah.
cheese with bacon balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Quattro Formaggi. That's more your wood oven job.
Yeah.
Hey, Donald Trump won a big election yesterday, Matt, and his favourite to win back the US president job. Who is the current president of the United States of America?
Joe Biden.
It is
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe at the wheel. Mary Fowler and Nathan Cleary are Instagram official now. What is Mary Fowler famous for?
Scoring lots of goals for the Matildas, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, Matty. What a goat. Geez, I really hope they just go the whole way and have kids because that's a future Olympian there. Cleary and Fowler. Wow. Good genetics.
Maybe the kid will want to be a librarian.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No pressure.
Maybe. Happy birthday, Jim Carrey. 62 today. Wow, getting old. What is Ace Ventura's job?
He's a pet detective.
He is. You're killing this, Matt. Last question here. Gonna need your singing voice. Elton John has won an Emmy, so he's now an EGOT. He's got the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, the Tony. Can you finish these lyrics?
And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly.
Something time to dance.
Oh, yes!
What are you
It's
talking
One
about?
of the biggest songs ever.
Oh,
Let's move to Ellie in Mernda. You're around Elton John, right? Yeah?
Yeah, I know Elton John. Hopefully I get it right.
Okay.
finish these lyrics.
And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Nice.
Nice, Ellie.
You've done it, Ellie. Well, that's a beautiful singing voice. A singing voice that I wouldn't mind hearing next to me in a corporate box for Taylor Swift. You are in the draw, so you could be getting a call back on Friday. You also get to pick the next song we play this morning.
So, do you want to hear Tenacious D?
Oh, this is not the greatest song in the world. No.
Can I just say, Ellie, I don't know if you like Tenacious D. I like Tenacious D, but my wife Sarah was listening to the show. She's probably listening right now on her way to work. And she said to me over dinner last night, Tenacious D makes me physically ill.
It literally, I agree.
I
Every
don't
time you play that
understand-
tiny grab, I feel like my coffee's going to come back up.
I don't want to generalize,
It's
but
so
it feels
gross.
like to me, like maybe it's like a male-female thing, but I'm like,
Yeah.
that song to me is just like the best song ever. Like,
It's
I'm like,
just
I love
not.
that song.
It's
just
a
gross.
tribute about writing the best song ever. And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
still
it's not
really
even,
good. Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not,
yeah.
they didn't even...
Boop,
it's-
beep,
What's that?
friggin' get up, beep, beep, Oh, so yeah.
It's like a funny song. It's a rock
Funny,
song.
it's cool. It's good. It's from a great movie, even though it's not in the movie.
Ash,
Tenacious D,
in the
pick a destiny.
newsroom, you're making some faces. Are they good faces or bad faces?
I think it's a hilarious song.
Thank you.
I think it's
Oh,
great.
very good.
Cool, okay.
All right, well, that's option one, Ellie. You've got Tenacious D.
Or would you like some actual real music with Tattoo?
Well, I'm probably going to have to go with Tenacious D, actually. Long drive to Lilydale, so here I go.
All right, Ellie, thank you very much. So, Belle, have you never even seen the film clip to Tribute?
Are you serious? We're going through this again?
Have you
It's
seen the film?
disgusting.
Have you seen it?
Why would I have?
Oh, my
I
God.
choose to have a life instead.
Have you seen like
School
the
of Rock.
movie with like Kyle Gas Project and stuff?
I'm going to let you answer that.
Hang on, no, but so that's the movie, right? So that I get
I
you
don't
don't
even get what this
I
has to
get
do with
you
the
don't
movie,
like the
but
movie.
it's just a gross song.
Do you like
okay?
School of Rock?
Yeah, I do.
So
I
you
like
like- so
Jack
you-
Black.
so you like
I
Jack
like
Black,
Jack
yeah.
Black.
Okay,
I
great.
just if this actually as a song, as music being played on the radio, I'm not for.
Well, you can complain
And I
with
will
my
say
wife.
for the record, we've played it before.
Because it's a great song.
Hang on, are you telling me that we can only play songs once on Nova? Is that a new rule we've got?
When did that
'Cause
rule get passed?
Tenacious
I-
D, yes.
I don't know how long this station's going to live if that's the case.
This is the greatest and best song in the world.
tribute.
I think that's one of. I honestly think that's one of the only songs I genuinely know all the words to without hesitation.
You
Like, I
don't
know
say.
every word.
Do you know Dave Grohl's the devil in that movie and film
That
clip?
song's the devil.
Oh,
I think you're
well,
hating it
come
for the
on
sake of
now.
hating it.
Yeah.
No, it's actually it's just I think like I love Jack Black, but I think it's that voice where he goes, "I really like me." I don't like that. It's a huge ick.
It's one of my favorite things he does.
Basic humor.
Did you ever see the movie with Jack Black where does he get really big and everyone's really small? Have you seen that movie? And he gets
Gulliver's Travels.
What? And he gets tied down by the little people.
Yeah, Gulliver's Travels.
Gulliver's Travels with
Yeah.
Jack
He turns
Black.
into
yeah.
a giant.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's Gulliver. And he travels. Yeah, and there's also Shallow Hal. Shallow Hal meets
Yeah.
a gal, and he's really
I
shallow.
do follow him on Insta though.
Have you never
because
seen
he posts
Shallow Hal?
Some weird stuff.
You ever seen Shallow Hal?
You would like
No, I
Shallow Hal. So
haven't.
Shallow
Would
Hal is
I?
where he's a very shallow person and
His name's Hal.
he gets he gets hypnotized. He gets hypnotized by somebody and he gets hypnotized by Tony Robbins. And
Is it
it's
Tony Robbins? I forgot that bit.
I'm 95% sure it's Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And he gets hypnotized and he sees people's inner beauty. So after he gets hypnotized, he starts seeing these people that are like, in his eyes, they're 10 out of 10. And he can actually get with them because they're not used to receiving the attention.
Yeah. It's a great film. It's
Because
like a bit of a
they're
romantic
beautiful
Is it
on
a
the
dude
inside.
film or is it
No,
like
it's like a bit of a
beautiful
it's a bit of an
film?
everyone
It's got a
film.
nice
It's
message to
yeah,
it.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Nacho Libre, Belle?
That's a
Absolutely
very
not.
good
And
one.
I will never will.
What about Year One with Michael
No.
Cera?
Year One is one of my favorite movies.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Serious?
It's one of my favorite movies.
That's really telling of you and your sense of humor.
It's when they think they're getting like, because they're cavemen, they don't know
Yes.
what's beyond, and they think when they get to the end of the forest, the world just ends, and they get to the end of the forest, and there's just more land.
Yeah.
And their mind blows.
So good.
Wow.
Anyway, join us again tomorrow for Jack Black film reviews. It's a fun new segment. 2024's a big year. Paris Olympics. It's an Olympic year.
It doesn't feel like an Olympic
No,
year.
it's because of COVID. It made it weird, and
Yeah.
then But yeah, it's weird. It's an Olympic year. It's also Liam's big year of little songs. I've made a promise to make a little song for the show every morning throughout the year. I've done two already,
Yep.
and it's
Yeah, I
been
thought we were
really fun
done.
so far.
I
What was
thought
that,
we
Bill?
were done day 2.
Bill,
Probably
you got to
need
stop
a
being
third.
so negative around Liam's little songs. I find them as like just a little pick me up each morning.
But they're not about anything. You haven't actually done it about like anything in the news or anything of the day. Like it's literally just, hey, here's a little song.
It's a song about
I do little songs.
It's a song about doing little songs most of
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
I suppose so.
You need some more
Well,
like,
looks-
guts to it, mate.
Bill, the thing is, I'm a really fragile performer, and
No, you're not.
when you sort of like chip away at my confidence, it makes it even harder. It's like a huge undertaking to do a little song, like 365 little songs.
Yeah.
You made that promise yourself.
Okay, you know what, Bill? I hope you're happy.
Another little song, here's how this one goes. It's hard to think of these, is this only our third show? I set myself this test and now I'm asking why. I think I'm stuck and I might need to say goodbye. It's something unpredictable, but in the end Belle's right. This is the end of Liam's little songs.
No.
I think that's it, guys.
You didn't even try.
No.
I did. I tried really hard for like 48
Bill.
hours, and then
You beat him down.
He kept kicking me down.
I thought you were at least going to try for like a week and make him about
I
something.
was trying. But,
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
You're making it so much
You
harder.
did both Christina dirty and then you just
I
did
don't
one
know.
saying you're
Oh,
done.
Liam, I don't want you to stop, man.
I don't know.
Liam, I love your little songs.
Do you really?
I really do.
Did you want another one tomorrow?
I would love another one tomorrow.
No.
Maybe one about like, sticking it to Belle or something like that.
We have
Alright.
300 songs
All right,
about.
I might think about
No,
it.
Yeah.
don't.
I was going to say goodbye, but
Yeah.
I mean, if there's appetite for it.
You could do one like, I want a song, little, dun, 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 and stick it to Belle. Yeah,
that's
we can
good
workshop that.
inspiration. Okay.
How did this come to be against like a thing against me now?
Because you're so negative around them. You should do.
I'm going to do a little one tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think it's still got legs. It still could be the year. It still could be the year of Liam's little songs.
Number 4. Number 4.
Tune in tomorrow, guys.
Hey, I want to ask you guys a question, okay? Hypothetically, if you were in a plane and it was crashing,
Mm.
do you think you can land the plane?
I think it'd be worth a shot.
I think I could, yeah.
Of course, Ben. I knew Ben would say that you would.
Look,
You think it'd be worth a shot, Liam?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
if the alternative is just dying in the
You
plane, I
think-
think you would try. I think you would try. I mean, like, yeah.
You think you could jump in and just vibe it
I'm
out?
not saying I think I would be able to land it, but I think if there was an opening,
Yep.
you would try, or at least you would be, you'd be keen to encourage someone else to have a shot.
Well, this is very kind of expected because there's been a survey done around the world and 50% of men believe that they could land a plane. And I find that wild.
You don't think you could?
No!
I think
Have you seen what the cockpit looks like?
Yeah, but that's
It's like-
Yeah,
most of it's autopilot.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of those,
Oh,
a
most
lot
of
of
it's
those
autopilot.
buttons don't do anything important.
Look how many buttons are in front of Ben right
Yeah.
now. He presses one for
Like
the song
10.
and 3 for our microphones,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. The
The
rest,
main-
I don't even know what the rest do.
The main thing you want to do, and I don't know the technical words for these things,
Here
but
we
you
go.
just want to get the steering wheel, whatever they call it, and
It's
you
like
want
a joystick.
and you
isn't
want
it?
to pull it up and push it in. I think that controls the
Oh,
wings.
yeah? How do you get the wheels down?
There's a button for it, but I'll push all the buttons until the wheels
You
come
push
down.
all the
I'm
buttons?
sure there's a button that says wheels or landing gear.
Oh, you think that everything's labelled with a nice label being like, wheels here.
I'm pretty confident. Like,
Take
I
off with this button.
I don't
No.
know. I don't know why. I just reckon if I was in that seat, I reckon I could figure it out.
Especially you'd have your comms.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, who am I speaking to? And you'd be able to say, Ben Harvey.
Yeah.
And I'd be
Thank
like,
God.
and I'm his co-pilot, Liam Stapleton.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we
What,
do.
and they just tell you how to land it?
Yeah, that's happened before.
It
I've heard.
happens- they
I've
do.
heard.
They're-
I think normally it's like there was that one where there was that guy having flying lessons, and his instructor
Yes.
like passed out.
Yeah.
He'd
And
had
he'd only
lessons.
had no. That was his first lesson.
Yeah.
that was the thing.
And
He did it on his first
the-
lesson.
the
Yeah,
people-
maybe there was a bit of theory behind it.
The people in the air traffic control towers, I'm pretty sure, are trained in talking passengers through
Ridiculous.
landing
Yeah, they say,
planes.
Ben, God bless you, Liam. Listen up, guys. Here's a big secret.
Yeah.
It's not actually that hard.
Yeah.
So just what you got to do is stay calm, pull the stick up.
Yeah.
Pull the stick up.
Pull the stick up.
Stick
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, if I was on a plane with you two and you jumped in the cockpit,
Yeah.
I'm jumping out.
You're developing a bit of fear of flying, aren't you, Belle?
I have a massive fear of flying now, yeah.
Did you see
Don't talk to me about the door that ripped off
over the
and
last
flew off.
couple of weeks, there was that new plane flying. It was like new, added to the fleet. This was in America. And it wasn't the door, it was one of the windows
Yeah.
wasn't installed
It
properly.
was like the whole panel, though.
Oh,
and
really?
when it was up in the air, it didn't pressurize properly,
Oh,
blew off the side of the plane. So, like a door-sized hole
that's
was
crazy.
in the side of the plane. It wasn't a full flight, so the two people sitting closest got like bad injuries. They survived and they were okay, but they got quite bad injuries. Everyone else just had like headaches from like the deep pressure because the masts dropped down and everything like that. And they had to do an emergency landing with a hole in the side of the plane.
That is
So did they have
horrendous.
their seatbelts on, the two people? Because they must have, because you would get sucked out.
No, so there
right, if
wasn't
you-
anyone sitting right next
right
to the
next
window.
to it. It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
they
to
were
it.
close to it, but it was just a very empty plane, I think.
Yeah. And then did you see the follow-up story,
No.
which was just BS?
Yeah.
This person posted on TikTok and they were like, wow, I just found a phone on the ground. It's a phone that flew out of the plane.
Yeah,
It's only a
cool.
little bit
I
cracked.
did see that. Yeah.
Oh, come
I
on.
didn't know what story they were talking about.
Yeah. No, so there was a huge plane.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
And then they were like,
Yeah.
wow, it's a
That's
phone.
crazy. Yeah.
Mate,
Because
there's
it was
no
still
way
in
my Apple iPhone is falling out of a plane and being fine.
Yeah.
That is just...
Nokia, you'd be all right.
Yes.
If you drop your Nokia
Oh,
out.
if you have one of those OtterBox covers, they're pretty good.
They are good.
They are very
yes.
good. Hey, this right now is Rihanna, S&M.
The show brought to you by OtterBox. Get
Yeah.
We got there.
get your case now. It's actually not, but that would be great to send to the folks
I would
there.
love to get it sponsored by OtterBox.
I got one. It's sturdy.
Oh, you do too?
Guess who I saw the other day? The cock. Thanasi Kokkinakis.
Oh.
Like not playing, but just walking around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had like two officials in front of him, and I actually first noticed the bag, and I was like, oh my god, his bag because it had Kokkinakis with the flag and stuff on it. I was
Hmm.
like, no, actually, I think that's him. And I only saw him from behind, but it was like same sort of height. Had the cotton on shorts.
I was going to say, did he have the cotton on shorts?
Yeah, he must have just been walking to one of the courts to play one of his first games on the Sunday.
Didn't you have like an awkward conversation with him? It was last year now
At the
that
Grand Prix.
Glamour on the Grid thing.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
when they launched the F1.
Yeah.
And he was like probably one of the biggest names there.
Mm.
And Liam bailed him up in the corner and like was talking his ear off.
What? I got a photo with him, but I left him.
So I didn't get a photo with him because I'm cool like that.
What did you say to
I
him?
I don't really remember, but I didn't ask him for a selfie. You know?
I reckon Liam was a few beers deep. He doesn't
Oh,
remember.
no.
I must admit, I actually don't remember what I said to Thanasi Kokkinakis, but I know I don't have a photo.
I remember seeing, there's Liam talking to Thanasi. And then I remember thinking like 20 minutes later, looking over and going, oh, God, he's still talking to him.
It's standard, though, at events with Liam. You leave him for a bit and suddenly he's chewing someone's ear off and you got to go
can you
drag
hit
him.
it? Like, how hard would you be able
You
to
can
hit
get me some cotton on shorts.
You versus like Leighton Hewitt, like who would win?
What's
you
the Curios like?
Can we call him?
You gotta grunt for glory.
We have tickets to the men's semi at the tennis. All you got to do if you want to win is call up 13 24 10, give us a grunt. Luke from Sky, you normally a bit of a grunter, like if you're at the gym and that sort of stuff?
Oh, definitely, mate. Love a little bit of a grunt.
Yeah, nice. All right, so let's all imagine, Luke's somewhere private and he's going to give us one of his grunts. Go for it, Luke. Oh,
yeah, that's good.
yeah,
you can tell you've grunted before,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure. What about you, Gil, in Rosebud? Are you a tennis player?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't play it. No.
Yeah.
Do you play, what's your sport?
I don't really play sport. I don't know if that's terrible to say.
No,
on
you
radio.
don't have to
Fine.
play sport.
Hey, what do you, if we're going to pick your life apart, what do you do in your spare time?
I've got 4 children.
Oh, yeah, that'll
That's
keep you
a
busy.
sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You probably have to
Talk-
pick things up,
talk-
grunting, lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we've got a grunting mum, Gil. Whenever you're ready, give us a grunt.
That's an angry mum grunt.
Yeah, you let it out there. Trish in Sandringham, you're at home. Come on, give us a big old grunt.
Triple grunt!
Oh, now that's the way to set yourself aside. Well, stay by your phone, Trish, because you certainly could be winning tickets to the men's semi. This great nation was built on power couples. Beck and Leighton Hewitt, Beck and Chris Judd.
Yep.
Well, there's a new couple, guys, and I think this is the best we got. Nathan Cleary, the Penrith Panther, and one of the idols of the Tillies, the jewel in the crown, Mary Fowler.
For the World Cup as Fowler, it opens up for the shot. Oh, Mary Fowler!
You got the Prince of Penrith going out with Mary Fowler, easily one of our greatest sporting exports, playing for Man City, the women's team. And, of course, we've all got Matilda's fever. Now, there was rumours that they had been going out for some time. They've hard launched. They've gone Instagram official. It is now confirmed.
To me, it kind of looks like it's like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Like, you got the big footy dude.
Yeah.
And then, the fit girl. Like, I don't know. Just that's like the Aussie version of them.
The thing I love about this is I didn't know who Cleary really was. Like, I'd heard the name.
NRL's not really
NRL's not our scene, so I
Again,
didn't
it's
know.
like Taylor and
Whereas,
Travis.
Yeah, I knew Fowler. Of course, everyone
Yeah.
knows Fowler. And for me, she almost brought him into the scene.
Yep.
Because he's a real Giga Chad. He looks like, if you've not seen
Yeah,
him,
he's a Giga Chad, yeah.
He looks like, you know how like you might play around with the Snapchat filters sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, look at me, I'm a dog, or like, ooh, I'm a muscly man. I
Yeah.
got a big chin. He's got that chin. Like, his chin is like
He's a rugby player.
a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, But
if
apparently he's
you-
like quite a nice human as well. Like he does a lot for charity, and he's not. He looks like a brickhead, but he's not.
You ever play video games and you're creating your character and you can like jack up, like when you're designing their face, and you can jack up the stats all one way? like with him, if you did like cheeks, jaw, chin, and you jacked them all up to the right,
that much.
so you made
It
him as
is.
big as
It honestly-
possible. He's a square. He's got a square for a head.
It's like Dean Brogan or the Great Carly
Absolutely.
and Nathan Cleary. If you know those
Yeah.
people, you know the chins, you know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sort of know what I'm getting
yeah,
at.
he's a hunk.
He's a massive hunk, and she is just an icon
Yeah.
in every sense of the word.
It's a great couple.
It's exciting. It's you're kind of like really hoping for the best there, because could you imagine the genetics there if they have kids with how good they are at their respective sports and how good looking they are? Jeez, we would end up with gold medals in the Olympics or whatever sport they choose to go with. That's
impressive.
There could be duds as well. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
The hard launch was very hard, though. I will say that. The hard launch, if you haven't seen it, it's like them on the beach and he's lying down on her, and it's very much.
And I
Yeah,
appreciate.
they've been going out for a while.
I appreciate a hard launch because it's kind of annoying when you're seeing people's hands on Instagram stories and that sort of thing. And
Oh no, we
there's-
love a soft launch as well.
it's
Yeah.
sort of like
maybe
okay.
someone in the background of a photo or something.
Yeah, they're just sort of like, oh, they're there,
Yeah.
and like you kind of like, all right, we get it.
Yeah.
Just hard launch it.
Maybe
already.
like there's like a photo of them on Close Friends, but it's
Love
Yeah,
a close
yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah.
Close Friends. You're like,
You guys
just
know
tell
I
the
love
rest
a
of the
close
world
friend.
about it. Tell the rest of the world.
we get it. All right, yeah. Few tags, but really tiny, like really tiny,
Yeah.
little thin little
So
line.
small you can't
like,
quite
can't click on it. What does it say? What does it say? This is an opportunity this morning because obviously, hard launching, we're normally talking about like, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But if you're not really into your social media, the radio is a platform. It's a platform on which you can hard launch. I would love someone to take that next step this morning. Someone who's maybe, had a special someone in their lives for some months and they're just sort of keeping them in the shadows, but they're like, you know what? It's 2024. It's time. Let's hard launch. Call up 13 24 10. Tell us about your relationship, who you're hard launching with,
Yep.
and you'll be in the draw to go and see Taylor Swift in our corporate box. We could be calling you back this Friday.
There is no harder launch than doing it on live
Saying,
radio.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Melissa, and I'm going out with Trent. I love him.
Exactly.
Thing is, we don't
Yeah.
know, but we don't.
Yeah, we don't know. No, yeah, but like if you full name it, then
Yeah.
there could be people
you-
listening that
Yeah.
know you that go like, oh my god, wow, congratulations.
I
Like,
thought there was something there, but I didn't know.
I thought you were going for a soft launch there for a while.
13 24 10, that's our number. Give us a buzz. We would love for you to come on and hard launch your new relationship.
Yeah.
If you get your voice on the radio as well during the hard launch, that means you go on the draw to win 2 tickets to go see Taylor Swift in the Ben, Lehman Bell corporate box.
Lauren in Altona Meadows, you're in a new relationship.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
You're a bit nervous, Lauren.
Yes. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh.
Not every day you hard launch, especially without permission from ground troll.
So how long have you been seeing this person?
We are officially together, but we've been seeing each other for like 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right, and so, but you sort of just like it's been like just a between you thing so far.
Well, no, like we've met our families and things, but he doesn't have social media, and I'm just like, but I want to post something.
I
But I thought, you know what?
see.
I'll just go one up and go on the radio.
Yeah, I
Well,
like that, Lauren. So, like, how did you meet this mystery person?
We met at the pub.
Oh, cool.
Cute.
All right, like,
Yeah, when you don't have social media, you meet in real life.
that's
Yeah.
cool, and I like that. That's
And
cool.
so what's he like? Tell us about him.
He's like the best man ever that I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He's very respectful.
Yeah.
He's just the best.
Loves a
How
beer.
did it
So
come
happy.
about at the pub, Lauren? Did he approach you? Did he use a pickup line? Did you approach him?
His friend had a nice dog that I was patting,
Mhm.
the dog.
Yeah.
And then we just were looking at each other, and then he was like, I'm going to go to the bar. And I'm like, me too. And then I followed him, and then that was it.
Bring
Wow.
your dog to the pub.
And so-
That's how you get it.
Have things
Yeah, it
been
does.
developing fast, Lauren? Like, have you said, like, I love you yet?
Oh, that's a bit too much information for the radio.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, now
fair
what
enough.
is his name, Lauren?
His name is Jordan.
All right, here we go. Well,
Yeah.
are you ready to hard launch this MF?
This is a pretty hard launch, yep.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
okay. So I'll give you a countdown and then you
Yeah.
can launch whenever you're ready, okay?
What do I say?
Well, you just say like
Just
your
whatever,
name
just
and their
whatever.
name
You
and
just
we're
launch it.
together. Yeah,
Just
so,
to think of this as your post. You know,
Yeah.
you weren't able to do that post. This will be your post. Like
Yeah.
that.
Whatever your
Okay,
caption
this is
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Big
don't
post.
overthink it.
Yeah,
Just kind of-
just
yeah.
just go with your gut.
Yeah.
Just go with your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My name is Lauren, and I'm in a relationship with Jordan.
Rocket taking off and launching.
Yeah, it's a very soft rocket.
Hard launch. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it had like sort of out of the Earth's orbit by that point
I
almost.
think
Yeah.
it made it. But your relationship will, Lauren.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank
How
you very
exciting.
much.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
You're also in the
you all.
draw to go see Taylor Swift. Maybe you can take Jordan.
Yeah, Lauren, would you bring Jordan if you won?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, exciting. We
Surprise.
might meet the couple, hey?
Ooh. This is Doja Cat right now. You are here with Ben, Liam and Belle. Good morning. I got two things to tell you about, okay?
Yep. One of them, I'm assuming, I'm going to guess here, is Tay-Tay.
Yes, correct.
Yep. If you get on the show, you are in a corporate box,
Yep.
potentially, with us to see the show. And the second big thing is we're going to be joined by one of the most famous hyphenated names. Who could it be? Daniel Day-Lewis. Could it be Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Catherine Zeta-Jones? Olivia Newton-John?
You're doing a lot of these. It's impressive.
Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Helen
think- I
Bonham
can't-
Carter.
Yes, that's a good one.
John C. Reilly.
Yes.
No. That's
Technically not. Technically not. I like the effort though. Thanks for playing along.
Yeah.
There's Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
There is Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Ooh.
It's a matter on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove.
I remembered the unfortunate Olivia Newton-John. Yeah.
What?
Wife. She's obviously not with us anymore.
You
Yeah,
can
but
you can still do her, though.
What do you
we wouldn't be interviewing
Do you
her
just
next, though,
remember
would we?
that she's passed?
No, but you were just saying as many names as you
I
could.
was,
Yeah.
but then, in doing
Yeah.
so, I was,
Yeah.
If you were playing along at home, you wouldn't have picked.
No,
Yeah.
we're not interviewing the ghost of Olivia. No, we are interviewing Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Or Julia Louis-Drivers. Sorry, I just thought of a new one. Yeah, sorry.
Our next guest has soared back to the top of the charts with a single from 23 years ago.
Matter on the dance floor.
Why? Well, it's become the theme of a viral scene from the new film Saltburn.
I don't think I'll ever go home again. Well, why don't you come home with me? Come to Saltburn.
Now she's here to share the goss on how it all came about. Put on your dancing shoes, clothes optional. It's Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Sophie, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. How are you guys?
So well. What an absolute banger. I caught Saltburn over the weekend, and your song obviously rounds out the movie. And as soon as I finished the movie, I started playing your music on Spotify. And that's kind of what the whole world's done. And it skyrocketed you back to the top of the charts. You must be loving life.
You know what? I am. I feel really sort of happy for the song, which probably sounds a bit weird, but because I feel like the song's kind of done this on its own journey. So I'm like here like a proud parent. Like, oh, look at it go. It's also fun because, I mean, you mentioned the scene in Saltburn, and it's like, it's quite extraordinary to be shown, you know, like a new reflection of your song. Like it's a song I know so well. I've sung it so many times, and now I'm seeing not just from the film, but all these like viral interpretations, you know, like, oh my God, like, all these people, they now own it a little bit, and they've got their own version of it. And I just think it's like, it's such an adventure. It's brilliant.
Well, speaking of like the film, it's absolutely so extravagant, and it is very, you know, awkward at times. Is it true that you went and saw the screening of Saltburn with your mum, your brother, and one of your sons?
This is true, yes. At about 10 a.m. on a weekday morning. And my son was actually in between me and his grandma.
That
maybe not the easiest. Yeah. But you know what? We did all survive. And actually, we all loved it. But yeah, there were definitely a couple of like head in hands moments. And even my memory of it now makes me sort of do that again.
Yeah, a bit of this. Sort of sound. I feel like with your left hand, you were covering your son's eyes, and your right hand, you're covering your mum's eyes, and then just trying to close your own as well, going, not this bit, let's just get through this. And do they give you, like, how does it work? Like, obviously, you have to agree for your song to be in a film. Do they say there is going to be some full frontal tennis, flying around a mansion whilst your song is playing, and the world's going to remember that.
So I did know that that it was going to be danced to the whole of the song and none of the clothes.
Yes,
I did know that.
Sophie, while we've got you, I would kick myself if I didn't share this. So I'm 29 now, and I was about 6 or 7 when the song came out. And I've actually been trying to avoid your song for about 20 years because it's actually attached to like a really like core memory of mine. For my my 7th birthday party, I had like a disco theme party, and it was time to open my presents. And everybody got up and left as I began opening my presents because my older brother was playing Kiss Chasey and chasing them all around. And I just have this core memory of me like sitting by myself crying, and in the background, Murder on the Dance Floor is playing. So now with it all in like, number 2 in the charts, we're hearing it everywhere. It's kind of like taking me back a little bit, but
sorry.
It's such a fantastic song.
We need to rectify this. Somebody needs to give you a present right now. We'll all sit here right with you, and I'll sing it for you, and we'll all just like celebrate you. We'll celebrate you, and then baby Belle will feel seen and heard, and then the memory won't be upsetting anymore.
Absolutely.
Sophie,
I am sorry.
We appreciate you coming on this morning. People can get their hands on your special edition EP. It is out now. We really appreciate your time this morning.
Oh, it's so nice to talk to you guys.
If you just joined us, you would have missed our chat with Sophie Ellis-Bextor. She was lovely. It will be up
so sweet
in the Ben and Belle podcast. Yeah, I was blown away. I didn't realise she had 5, or she has, I should say, 5 kids, all boys.
Hell.
Wild.
That's busy. That's a busy household.
And she looks incredible.
Looks
like,
stunning.
She's mid-40s now, 5 boys, and she looks exactly like she did at 21 when she released Murder on the Dance Floor.
Which is now back in the charts because of the film Saltburn. If you've not seen it, I'm sure you've heard people talking about it. It's pretty raw. There's a lot of scenes that you wouldn't want to watch with mum and dad. She didn't really know how raw it was because I suppose it's before they even give a rating on it. She saw it sort of early doors. And this is what she told us about it.
My son was actually in between me and his grandma. So
that
maybe not the easiest. But yeah, there were definitely a couple of like head in hands moments.
Yeah. You always remember that when you're a kid and you feel so much more embarrassed if your parents are in the room. You're just watching like a family movie and then something comes on that's like just like a little bit inappropriate. You're like, oh no. Please.
Who is it more embarrassing for, the child or the parent?
I've not been a parent, so I wouldn't know, but I'd imagine the child.
Yeah.
It's the worst when you're like 10 or 11. You're like, I don't know what that is.
I think I was about like 15 or 16 the first time I watched Love Actually, and Mum and I sat down to watch it because Mum was like, oh, this looks like a nice rom-com.
Movie.
Yeah. Until you get to the scenes where there's the guy and the girl who are filming the nude scenes and acting out some things.
You forget about them.
Yeah,
they're sort of like side characters.
It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it
like
does.
the first time they show them, it's just like, oh, okay, we're doing it. And like I said, I was probably
think
about
it's
15 or
about
16.
like 48 minutes and 16 seconds in from memory. Just paused it a few times. But I had one. Do you remember the film Yes Man?
Yeah.
It's like actually like it's just a family
Jim
movie, Jim Carrey. So he has this, he like changes his life by just saying yes to everything. So yes to going to parties and yes. And do you remember there's that old lady, like really old lady who like asks him to take the bins out.
And she takes her teeth out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember that
she asked him to like fix up her house and stuff, and then at one point she sort of catches on that he says yes to everything, so she propositions him,
and of course he has to say yes.
So did you watch that?
But
with your
then
parents?
the kicker of it all is she takes her teeth out.
Yeah.
And then he actually has a really good time.
Oh my gosh!
It's a tough watch.
Wow!
It's a tough watch
What
with
was
mum and
that
dad.
movie rated? I thought it was
just
like
like
PG.
yeah, I thought it was too. Yeah,
It can't be PG with that.
Well, maybe it's M, but it's certainly it's the movies where it comes out of nowhere, where you've been watching it for like an hour and it's all pretty tepid, and then you're like, oh no.
Why don't we do 13, 24, 10? Shouldn't have watched that with mum and dad. If this is a little bit triggering for you, if you go, oh yes, that's right, I watched X with mum and dad. 13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz.
You know what? I'll also take parents if you watch something with your kid and you were like, oh gosh. And did you get them out of the room? Because then you're
Sometimes mum would go, no, and she'd get the remote and fast forward the...
That's a good way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
All right, 13, 24, 10. I shouldn't have watched that with mum and dad. Give us a buzz.
Pete in Vermont, what did you watch with mum and dad?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Good to have you back, first of all.
Oh, thanks, Pete.
No worries at all. All right, so 2009, I'll paint a picture. I'm about 10 years old. Went to the cinemas with my mum to see a movie called The Boat That Rocked.
Great film.
Actually, great movie. And you guys might know there's a particular scene where somebody walks into a room and there's about 50 topless women.
Yes.
And my mum tried to cover my eyes, and I did everything I could to see, because that was my first time.
I gotta see those boobs, Mum.
Isn't it funny? It's like when you're a kid, like something as simple as seeing boobs like in front of your mum. You're like, oh no, what's that?
I was like, whoa, what's this?
Yeah. Well, Pete, you sound like, because I think what Liam's kind of getting at is he was more like awkward, whereas you were more like, give me those boobs.
Get out of here, Mum.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Pulling her arms away. Trace in Lilydale, what did you watch?
I watched the movie Black Swan. It's supposed to be a dance movie with my mum in the theatre.
Yeah.
And right in the middle, there's a really amazing lesbian scene.
Yes.
And so I had to squirm in the seat while my mum was quite fine with it.
I know the one. Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis, isn't it?
Yeah, it goes for a while
You haven't
too.
seen
And
it?
it's
I've
like-
never seen it.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Black Swan, Ben?
Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis.
Mila
It's a great
Mila
movie,
Kunis.
but yeah. Not
From
what
that
you really
70s
want to watch
show?
with your mum.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, Tracy, that would have
Whoa.
been because it is. Yeah, it's all about like her and doing ballet, and it's a very dark film. But yes, there is a scene.
Have to put that on the to-watch list.
Hell of a scene. Hell of a
Okay,
scene.
thanks, Tracy. You're in the
59
draw.
minutes in, mate. Yeah, I've
You're
paused
in
it
the
a few
draw
times. Yeah.
to go to Taylor Swift. Steph in Altona North. Good morning. What did you?
59 minutes.
Don't be weird.
That's right.
Black Swan
What
at
did you
school.
watch with your parents, Steph?
Accidentally Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
You know, I've actually not seen it. I know it's like it's. Didn't he win an Oscar for it? Like it was like Heath Ledger's masterpiece. It's kind of why he got the Joker, and it was.
It's a beautiful film. It is so sad, and it is so just like dull and gloomy, and just so emotional. And then you
But
know.
there's
I
some
just wouldn't
some raw
recommend it with
scenes.
your parents.
Yeah,
No.
okay. It's not one for mum and dad. Yeah,
So it's Heath
yeah.
Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes. Yes.
And there's a bit of a hot and heavy scene in there.
Yeah, well, they spend months and months, just the two of them out on the mountain. Very lonely.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Beautiful.
Is there
film.
what time is that scene?
That's specifically about 1 hour and 18 minutes in. Don't be gross, Ben.
He's a bad man. He's a busy night. Brokeback Mountain and Black Swan back to back. Emma in Croydon, what did you watch with your parents?
Well, it's no Brokeback Mountain, but I had my friend over for a sleepover when I was about 15. We went to the video store, got the sweetest thing, and my parents decided to watch it with us. Unbeknownst to all of us, there's a scene where one of the girls, is giving fellatio to her partner. He has a piercing, and she gets caught on his member.
I see.
Very uncomfortable with your parents there.
Yeah. And Emma, just out of interest, it's a 95-minute film. At what point do you think that scene is?
I reckon it's probably about halfway through.
Halfway through. Okay, got that.
You are children, honestly. As if the cost of living hasn't shaken us all too much already, the cost of public schooling is set to go up. So Melbourne is now going to be the most expensive state to send your kid to a public school.
Oh, that's
What?
annoying.
I thought, call me crazy, I went to a public school growing up. I thought public school was free. I thought it didn't cost
So,
any money.
Day to day,
Yeah.
yes. But now there's a new study that's showing that over $100,000 will be spent by the parents over the 13 years of schooling on things like camps, excursions, uniforms, textbooks, stationery, musical instruments, all of that,
Yeah, right.
all the extra stuff, you know?
I want to make sure my son doesn't play any musical instruments.
Yeah.
Keep costs low.
Did you play a musical instrument?
I went through like a 6-week period where I was going to learn saxophone, but that was because it was like a bludge lesson.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I actually wanted to learn
I
saxophone.
genuinely remember having triangle lessons.
Whoa.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's a difficult instrument. I mean, it looks simple.
Got three
but,
sides.
But to master it, I mean, yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah. No,
How old?
I don't know. I was like 7, I suppose.
Wow.
Your parents would be like, what a waste of time. Like, you know what I mean? I've worked
So,
a hard day at work.
Was that at school or was that like after school?
I think it could have been after, if I'm being completely honest.
You were the kid, like, in the school, like, band or, like, the orchestra. Yeah, you'd be the kid right at the back just like, ding, ding.
Triangle boy.
So, did we all watch the Emmys?
Online, yeah.
Mate,
Don't lie.
I never miss it.
Well, I looked at all the red carpet, like, you know, all
There
the
was
dresses.
someone
because
came
it's your
dressed as a
job.
goblin.
Yeah, I saw the goblin photos. That
The
was
Goblin,
the main takeaway.
incredible. Spoiler alert, yeah, it turned out to be Princess Poppy, a huge drag queen. But, yeah, the Goblin definitely took over.
One of the other talking points from the Emmys, which is the best TV shows, was that Better Call Saul didn't get any Emmys, which means in its entire history of being a TV show, it never won any Emmys.
Bob Odenkirk, a legend as Saul Goodman. Obviously, Breaking Bad, it was kind of like the spin-off.
Yep.
But over the years, I saw an article saying got 53 nominations for Emmys.
Yeah.
Like over its 5 seasons, never won a single one. Like not for anything, not for like best music or like best production or nothing.
If you can relate, if you're listening to this right now going, oh yeah, that sounds like me, I never win anything. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. We'll give you a prize.
Katie in Vermont, have you ever won anything before?
No, I'm so unlucky.
How many years have you been on this earth?
43.
That's a long time to
Wow.
never
Long
win
time,
anything.
yeah.
So, like nothing, like not even a scratchy or anything.
I actually can't believe I've got through.
Oh, wow. So this is your
really
moment.
kind of like winning something.
Well, guess what? You're in the draw to see Taylor Swift in a corporate box.
Oh my gosh, my son would be
Incredible.
so excited. Unbelievable. Yeah.
But just so we can give you something now, so you technically...
Because that's like you might win that.
Yeah. How old is your son? Is he like wrestling movie age, or is he more like
No,
Goodbye Your World
he's
age?
9.
He's
No,
9?
he loves music.
Yeah.
loves
Would you like a family pass to Goodbye World?
Oh my gosh, the ad came on the other day and the kids were like, we want to go there.
Well,
that would be amazing.
Can't get a wildlife at Goodbye World where water slides, thrill rides, and wildlife collide.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
And now you're a winner, Katie. Congratulations.
You are a winner for the rest of your days. Diana and Brighton, you've never won anything ever.
Never, ever. But just like the last caller, oh my God, I can't believe I actually got through as well. This is amazing.
This is nuts. I mean, this is the moment in your life where things change. They change for the better. You become a winner. You start to win things.
Yeah.
Well, you're in the draw as well for Tay-Tay. We'll also send you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate so you can enjoy a perfect drop from the heart of the Yarra Valley.
Wow, that is so... Oh, I'm thrilled. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Diana.
Diana, you're now a winner. Congratulations.
Isabel joins us now. You've never won anything before.
No, I've never won anything. I try and call and just never get through.
Right, because I don't know if I'm crazy, but I feel like we've spoken to you before.
I definitely recognise your name.
I feel like I recognise so like we don't have that many callers that we don't remember people.
Yeah.
I mean, Isabel's a pretty common name, though.
Isabel from Marilla?
You're not telling porcupines you haven't won anything before?
No.
You've never won anything on ever, like on Nova or any station?
No, I try. I try and get through, and I just have no luck.
Isabel, have you ever won a Priceline voucher?
No.
A La Cabra voucher,
Because
maybe?
we can see here in the back end.
What about that $2,000 cash?
Yeah, $2,000 cash.
What about that Grapevine voucher from February last year?
We gave you 2 tickets to go see The Nun 2.
How was The Nun 2? Did you like it?
A seasonal hamper?
Sea Soul hamper.
Gee, you've won a lot.
Yeah, you've won a lot of stuff.
Nah, but you know what?
Isabel, I think you've won pretty much everything we've given away.
Yeah.
But you're in the draw for Taylor Swift.
You got, hang on,
corporate box tickets.
you also got tickets to Sam Smith, Kid Laroi, and you've had 12 bottles of Zonzo.
We're not
State of
making
Wine.
this up. This is all
your
stuff.
rap sheet. Like we're looking at your
God.
prison rap sheet. You
got some sea salt.
you are a winner. You're clearly a winner. You're trying to pull the wool over our eyes. And guess what? You've got your voice on air. So, yes, you are in the draw to head along to see Taylor Swift. You could be with us in the corporate box. But
Yeah,
you
but you will not be getting any more prizes today.
There'll be...
If Isabel takes out the corporate box prizes.
You're not getting 18 bottles of wine from us, okay?
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.